Tonight at 5, mask off.
If you've been fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask.
The federal rules have changed for vaccinated people.
Catching a movie? No mask. Trip to the gym? No mask. Out to eat, drink, or do just about anything else? No mask. But those are the federal rules. The state hasn't made up its mind.
Why not immediately go with what the CDC says?
Again, Dr. Hurley, I haven't had a chance really to review what the CDC actually said. My apologies for not being prepared for that.
Plus, 12-year-olds received the Pfizer vaccine for the first time in our state.
It was a little bit of excitement for the people that were 15, so yeah, there's excitement for it.
Denver7 brings you an in-depth look at the tween vaccine debate. With one announcement, nearly all of the mask rules as we know them changed for people who are fully vaccinated. Now, the governor's office told us 15 minutes ago that changes are coming at the state level and soon.
Federal leaders hope this motivates any holdouts to go get their shots. Denver7's Gary Bro joins us tonight with a look at what exactly is changing. Gary?
Oh, Shannon, this is really the moment we've been waiting for since the beginning of last year. The CDC saying, hey, if you've been vaxxed, you can ditch the mask. And that you can now start doing the things that you stopped doing because of the pandemic. So here are the big takeaways. And again, this is only if you have been vaccinated. Let's be very clear here. You can resume activities without a mask and no more social distancing. However, you still got to follow local, state, federal regulations along with businesses and workplace guidelines. Also, no need to get tested or quarantined before or after flying domestically. And finally, if you've been exposed to COVID and don't have symptoms, do not get tested. If you do develop symptoms, the CDC is saying to put your mask on, go get tested then. These new guidelines come in just 2 weeks after the last guidelines were set.
In the last 2 weeks, the cases in this country have dropped by a third. In the last 2 weeks, we've had increasing available vaccine, and we now have available and eligible people between the ages of 12 and 15. And we have had a coalescence of more science that has emerged just in the last week.
And we just want to be clear right now, if you have not been vaccinated, the CDC still wants you to wear your masks. As the president said just a few hours ago, it's masked or vaxxed. But here's the thing. The president also said they will not be enforcing the mask regulation.
Yeah, still though, so many questions. All right, Gary, thank you for that. And the timing of this move is key. It reflects the tremendous progress our country has made in the fight against coronavirus. The nationwide death rate is at its lowest rate since last April. The case rate is at its lowest since September, and the test positivity rate is at its lowest point since widespread COVID testing began. Now, the CDC decision put our state health leaders in a very difficult situation earlier today.
So the CDC guidance came down at noon. 2 hours later, the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment held their own press conference. And despite repeated questions about the federal mask mandate, state leaders didn't really have any questions about guidance in our state.
So we reached out to the governor's office this afternoon. They told us they would send out guidance as soon as possible. So we're waiting. And in the meantime, as Gary mentioned, the official federal rules are to follow state guidelines. So technically, our mask mandate is still in effect until the governor says otherwise, and businesses can still enforce the mask rule.
154 million Americans have now received at least one dose of the vaccine, but we've seen the pace of the vaccinations really slow down over the last 3 weeks. Here in Colorado, state data shows the number of people getting vaccinated is now half of what it was in early April. Experts say that will change over the next few days now that 12 to 15-year-olds are approved for the Pfizer vaccine.
And across Colorado, we saw tween boys and girls receiving their first dose of the vaccine today.
Denver7's Patrick Perez with that.
Just like that,
we do want you to sit outside the pharmacy.
15-year-old Parker Wedding got their first shot of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine Thursday afternoon.
I was expecting it to hurt a lot more.
Parker and their mother, Melinda, made the appointment for the shot at this Safeway in Littleton just the day before.
This is a huge sense of relief. This whole process has just been so scary, and you hear stories about some people getting the virus and not having reactions, and you hear terrible stories about those who did, and you don't know what your take in life is going to be.
On Wednesday, the CDC announced it would let kids 12 and up get the Pfizer shot. Only teens 16 and older were eligible prior to the change.
I'll be a lot less worried about just going anywhere, really.
Once fully vaccinated, Parker is looking forward to hanging out with friends again outside of school.
I don't really want to have a sore arm, but it's fine.
Most of the other teens and parents we spoke with were longing for a return to normal and enjoying their summer plans.
I'm excited to be able to have the vaccine because I'm working at a summer camp this summer, so it's it'll be nice to be fully vaccinated.
We're gonna get back to Minnesota to visit some family there, and yeah, we'll just feel a lot safer with all of us vaccinated.
Even though vaccine demand is slowing, some providers are now seeing increasing demand from young people.
We had people calling yesterday. Our appointments went up 3 times the amount.
With fully vaccinated parents, these teens hope getting their shot will be the end of their pandemic.
I think it'd just be better off, less people getting sick in school.
And the beginning of new and better childhood memories. Patrick Perez, Denver7.
The families we saw getting the vaccine today don't represent the majority. A Kaiser Family Foundation poll shows only 29% of parents plan to get their child vaccinated right away. 32% said they're going to wait and see. 15% said they would only have their children vaccinated if their schools require it. And then we have 19% that said they definitely would not be vaccinating their children.
And Denver7's 360 reporting on this debate started well before the FDA and CDC announced their decisions. And we wanted to provide some context here and explain why those agencies decided to approve the vaccine. Now, in their analysis, the FDA relied on a study of about 2,200 kids ages 12 to 15. Half got a placebo, the other half got the Pfizer vaccine. None of the vaccinated kids wound up with COVID, and the only side effects reported were mild ones like fatigue, headaches, chills, and aches. The FDA also stressed that the vaccine affects everyone differently, and there are cautionary tales. Utah high school basketball player Everest Romney was recently hospitalized days after his first dose of the vaccine. Doctors found blood clots on his brain, but could not connect them directly to the vaccine.
From what I understand, it is not a direct cause of the shot, but rather a perfect storm.
We strongly encourage all of our patients and all of our community to become vaccinated because the risks of the vaccination are much less than the risks of the disease.
And we wanted to get a better sense of whether that polling data lines up with parents in Colorado. So we talked to a few of them about this today. And most didn't outright reject the vaccine for their children, but they're not really rushing to get one either.
Haven't looked into the science about or how the studies have been going yet.
We want to wait till the last minute.
Side effects other than the ones they've shown come up, you never know.
A smaller fraction of parents gave us a more direct answer. They don't believe in the vaccine, period, and nothing they say will change their mind.
We have the choice, we have the freedom, and we can believe and act to what we feel is best for ourselves. We have the choice.
And the CDC and FDA both say the dangers of getting COVID really outweigh the dangers of getting the vaccine.
Case rates among 11 to 17-year-olds are higher than any other age group in our state. And we have seen examples of how devastating the coronavirus can be for young adults. CODY LYSTER was 21 when he got sick with the virus last year. A baseball player at Colorado Mesa University, only a couple years removed from a standout career at Rangeview High School in Aurora.
It was changing that calendar page to a new year that you knew he was not going to have any part of. That was probably the hardest. There's not going to be any new memories.
And trust me, we certainly understand how difficult this can be to navigate the subject of vaccines. So Denver7 has put together an in-depth report to help you answer your questions. We also have a look at how the clinical trials are going for other vaccines in children.
The hope is that with these newer vaccines, we will be able to capture the variants. And so we may get to the point where you get a Pfizer vaccine and then a Novavax booster, or you get a Johnson & Johnson vaccine and a Moderna booster.
Our extended coverage is available right now on Denver7 Plus, our free app for your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire. It is always on, even when other newscasts are not.
States will not receive any doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccine next week. The White House is blaming issues with a Baltimore production facility. Earlier this year, it ruined 15 million Johnson & Johnson vaccines when ingredients were contaminated. It still has not reopened. 2 company executives will testify in Congress about the problems next week.
And tonight, a crowd will gather to honor those 6 people killed in the mass shooting in Colorado Springs. A vigil will go from 6 till 8, and Mothers of Murdered Youth is helping organize this. The shooting happened at a birthday party. Now, children were there at the home during the shooting. None of them were hurt.
A drier day today, just a couple of scattered showers showing up, but there are more thunderstorms in our weekend forecast.
Plus, the pipeline is back on, but sky-high demand is still causing problems at gas stations in the south.
Do not get more gas than you need in the next few days. Panic buying will only slow the process.
And we're getting a look at the results of Denver's investment in resources for the homeless.